The biggest scam in streaming history just happened live in front of 500,000 people. Now, I wasn't one of those 500,000 people because I was sleeping and I don't watch Adinross's stream. Much like 99.9% of the world doesn't watch my stream. But if you'd like to, the link is in the description. Now, this happened and I was receiving a bunch of messages about it. So I looked into it, and Adinross had playboicarti on his stream. But there was a catch. He had to pay him $2 million. So this is the second time that Adinross has been scammed in the past couple weeks. Not by Ed Netty, but he was hoodwinked, bamboozled, he was skamazed by a rapper yet again. Adin announced on his Twitter that he had to pay playboicarti to come on his stream $2 million and a Ferrari. Now, that's a lot of money to throw away for an interaction that was more awkward than Ren Fair speed dating. So not only does Adin have to hand over $2 million to Carti just to be there, Adin has to leave Florida where he's having some family trouble and stuff, which he discussed, and take time away from his family to fly out to California and meet at a random location of Carti and his team's choosing. They decide to pick a warehouse setting where Batman fights villains. I don't know why. It's very weird. But Adin is left sitting there. This warehouse serves as a waiting room for several hours while Adin and the 500,000 viewers in his stream wait for Carti's arrival. But it wasn't just as simple as Carti showing up and then everything's fine. Carti and his team arrive, but then choose to leave. I don't know why. Adin has to lure Carti back by shaking this Looney Tunes style bag of money in front of the camera and be like, "Hey, you want a Scooby snack? Righty." And they come back because he wants that money and he's gonna get it. And boy, does he get it, which you will see. But it isn't as simple as that, because now, not only does he have to give him the money, Carti and his team want to make an entrance. And I mean a WWE entrance. Like, they want theme music. So they choose the theme music, Adin plays it, and then they come in like there's some WWE superstars walking down the ramp to the ring. So Carti and his team finally arrive, and they make their grand entrance. And you'll see Adin drinking out of this cup several times. That cup is empty. He's definitely taking sips out of it because he's super awkward right now. He's nervous. But that cup has been empty for a very long time. Adin was drinking it throughout the stream for several hours before Carti and them arrived. And there was definitely no refills. But Carti and his team arrive, and they just start doing these little dances. Nobody's talking or anything. It's just random dancing. Adin doesn't have any clue what's happening. And if it looks very dark, it is. And he brings vampire Lex Luthor with him. I have no idea who this guy is. But the whole interaction is very weird and non-organic. They can tell that Adin is not really vibing with it at some point, and they try to make him dance, like how they're being super awkward. Adin is being equally as awkward. So they try to peer pressure him into dancing and vibing to whatever music they're playing. And I haven't muted for copyright purposes, but they try to hype Adin up. And Adin probably is not having it. He's just tired of it. And I don't know what this awkward handshake is here. This just makes the whole thing even more cringe. At this point, Lex Luthor is peer pressuring Adin into drinking a bottle of Hennessy. And I don't know if they're just trying to loosen him up and in preparation for their dominatrix snuff film that they're making, or whatever they want to call this. But Aiden is clearly uncomfortable with the situation and sits back down as Lex Luthor peers over him in the darkness. And out of nowhere, in comes the female Morpheus, dancing and sniffing the camera for some reason. I really don't know what's happening here. But it's so strange. This is more awkward than an interaction from Morrowind. Once the music stops, it proceeds to get even more awkward, which I didn't think was possible. But it's dead silence in there, except for Aiden trying to talk to his chat. But you can clearly tell that Aiden has no life left in him. He's just over it. The Lex Luthor vampire sucked the soul out of his body. The soul-sucking succubus got a hold of him after that couple sips of Henny. And Aiden isn't really sure how to proceed, but tries to interact with Carti.
We got the official Carti in here, chat. I want to see a W chat. Carti is here.
Yo, chat.
Finally about time. It's that time, chat.
It has gone from Carti dancing around to now just facing the wall like he's been put on timeout. He's the dude from the Blair Witch Project when they go into the house. If you've seen that film, that's my favorite cult film. It was actually filmed not far from where I grew up. But when they go down the steps into the basement and that dude is just, well, but he's just head first against the wall, not responding to anything. That's Carti right now. You know when they say it feels like you're talking to a wall? That's what Aiden experiences here, except Carti is the one talking to the wall while Aiden tries to talk to him. I mean, when they say it's so quiet you can hear a pin drop, all you can hear in this dead silence is shoes squeaking around and breathing.
Y'all want to react to some shit? So how was the Grammys?
Ignored. Aiden is talking to a wall, while Carti also talks to a wall. And then Aiden even reverts back to his empty cup. He would have a better chance of getting a response out of that cup than he would out of Carti. I don't even think Sean Evans could get a response out of Carti. And at this point, I don't even think that Carti realizes Aiden exists. He might just think he was some figment of his imagination.
How you doing, bro? You alright? Nice to officially meet you. Chat. Carti in the right now. We got 500,000 people watching. They're waiting here for 2 hours. This is the camera right here. They're waiting for you for 2 hours, bro. They love you so much, bro. And they feel amazing you're here now.
I love you.
It's amazing that he's here.
I love you.
Chat, you guys gotta understand, bro. The streaming, it's your first time doing the streaming, isn't it? Yeah. I got you, bro.
I love you. I love you. I love you. And then out of the Dark Knight Rises, here comes Bane to make his entrance. Because Bane lives in the darkness, Batman. You merely play in it. What are you doing? Okay, so he finally makes his appearance on stream. This is where the interaction begins. That handshake right there, that's where the interaction begins. But this whole scenario lasts a mere 6 minutes and 20 seconds. That's it. That's all it lasts. For $2 million, he shows up and talks to Aiden. Talk is a stretch, all right? I would have a better time understanding what he's saying if he was an NPC from Animal Crossing.
Yo, if you guys want to, actually, matter of fact, I got you, bro. Bro, I got some cash for you. Yeah, a little gift from me to you. It's a good amount of money in here. You know, it's a lot amount of money, dear. I got you, bro. From me to you. Yeah, I got you, bro. Oh, you do hugs? Okay.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
To make $2 million, all Cardi had to do was show up looking like a dark Dr. Doom and give Adin Ross a nice little handshake. And then Aiden's like, well, here you go, buddy. Here's a Looney Tune bag full of cash. And did you hear that laugh from Cardi? Like, he was almost surprised that it was that easy, but he was very thrilled when he got it. Let's play that laugh back again. Now, this is where Talia al Ghul comes in to receive the handoff from Bane to go count the money.
You want to take a seat?
And she's gone. She's off. Aiden has now just handed over the only thing keeping Cardi there. Cardi no longer has any incentive to stick around and talk to Aiden. So the CEO of Kick, Eddie, is the one who provided Aiden this $2 million to apparently just throw away. But he's a big fan of Cardi and wanted him on there because they were going to try and sign Cardi to a streaming deal. But I doubt that's happening now. And I don't even know if Eddie is any longer a fan of Cardi. But this is the part where Batman swoops in and saves the day, right? Well, no, because I was sleeping at the time.
Stand up with me.
Okay.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'9". How tall are you? 6'2". Really? I might be taller than 5'9", then. I don't know. Wait, can Betsy put the camera up? Let me see real quick. I like the mask, bro. Would you like? What kind of mask is that?
Get the...
Oh, the shoes too.
If you bet money that this couldn't get any weirder, well, then you certainly lost some money, like Adin Ross does, because it just got weirder. I don't even understand what is happening at this point because, stand up with me. How tall are you? I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure I heard him say, You can rewind it and take a look, but I'm pretty sure I heard that. And I don't care what the difference in height is, but he was sizing him up like a piece of meat. And then it turns into a fashion show for some reason where Cardi's just showing off his Batman stripper boots and Aiden is actually trying to ask him questions, but yet again gets ignored as if he's not even there.
This is my outfit. Black Nike Air Forces. Yeah. Yeah. One day you gotta get me right though.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. So wait, what's the deal with the mask? That's just something you've been rocking with lately?
It was actually a gift from Rick.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice. I like it, bro.
Thank you.
It's nice. All right, well, chat, look, if you guys got questions for him, we don't got him for too long, you let me know.
By this point, Cardi has transformed into a high school quarterback's dad. His son is playing football right now, and he's on the sidelines. That's my boy. Aiden paid him $2 million to clap, and boy, did he come there and make it clap. Pause. But I'm pretty sure he would have had more interaction and a lot more fun out of one of those dads on the sideline at a high school football game. You can see he's trying to hype up the chat. The chat's already hype. They're flooding the chat right now. These aren't just Adin Ross fans in the chat. These are Cardi fans, and they were not happy, and they were not applauding. I actually went to his Instagram to let him know how much of a walking L he was acting like on stream.
No, I really do appreciate you coming, though, for real. I know you don't ever do shit like this, and it means a lot to me that you're here.
Thank you.
And thank you, shout out to Kick again for making this shit possible, and I know Eddie's sitting here watching this shit, so that's fire. You working on the album, though, right?
Love you. Love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on. Wait, talk real quick.
Love you. Thank you so much for everything. 2024 music. Thank you, Adinross, too, for hospitality.
Got you, bro.
It's important that we have, like, good bonds with the streamers.
Eddie, we gotta sign him full time to kick.
There's a reason he doesn't do many of these, Aiden. And that's because you would have better luck getting more dialogue out of a GTA NPC than you would out of Carti. He's on there like, we have to have good bonds with streamers. Well, spoiler alert, buddy, but I don't think that's going to happen now. Because you just pulled off the biggest skamazi in streaming history. Live. And people aren't going to soon forget that. Until he drops music, and then people are like, oh, but he's got good music. This new meta with streamers and rapper collabs. Like, Kai had on Nicki, and he had on 21 Savage, and Aiden had on 21 Savage recently, too. But he also just had on Carti. Now the meta is starting to seem like streamers get scammed by rappers. Because 21 Savage took a couple 100,000 in a wager match from Kai, but then he scammed Aiden for also a couple 100,000, and now Carti said, why don't I up the ante and take a couple mil while I'm at it? You remember a couple moments ago when Aiden got that hug from Carti, and he was like, oh, you give hugs? And he was very happy, and it seemed very genuine of Carti to give him a hug. But that climate is about to change here very quickly.
So how's the album coming along? It's coming along good? You excited for it?
So excited.
Damn, bro. Anything you could tell us? Tell the people?
Mind blowing. My best. My very best is actually insane. 2024. Once again, thank you for everything, and I love you. I wouldn't be here without anybody, so thank you again. Adinross, thank you.
I got you, bro. Yeah.
Now that seems sweet and genuine of him thanking everyone, including Aiden Ross. But the only thing that's mind-blowing here is how he just scammed $2 million in less than 6.5 minutes. He pulled off a heist faster than me and my buddies can do in GTA 5. I'm pretty sure in GTA 6, they are going to make a heist with this scenario where you can say 3 words of dialogue, and the quicker you get out, the more money you make. Me and my buddies would talk about how fast and how easy it is to make money in GTA compared to real life. This just happened in real life, and it was quicker than GTA. There are now gonna be kids who dress up as Carti for Halloween instead of bank robbers. Because Carti was the biggest robber right here.
Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna happen, bro. I didn't think it was gonna happen. I know you're very busy. You're locked in on the music and stuff, so I didn't think it was gonna happen. How was your day today? What'd you do?
Yeah, thank you so much. Pleasure. Back to the studio. 2024 music.
You leave right now? Yeah. All right, let me mute real quick.
So the $2 million cameo abruptly ends. The awkward fest is over. And Carti couldn't come up with a good excuse on why he was leaving. He couldn't even think of something such as, I left the oven on. It was just 2024, new music. I gotta go back to the studio. And he made sure to peer into the mic at least 3 different times, saying, thank you, thank you. You better say 2 million thank yous. However long that takes you, that's how long you gotta stay there. Aiden was visibly upset and pissed off afterwards, and he made sure to let us know. And I would be too. And I started to feel for him a little bit in some scenarios. It looked very awkward, and he was trying to do his best to start a conversation. But Carti just didn't want to converse. He was there to make a bag, and boy, did he make it. That bag had more money in it than I have made in my entire life. And it's mind-boggling to me that these guys can just throw around money like that. Aiden made sure to let everybody know how he felt about the situation right after Carti and his crew left.
I have real life family shit going on. I flew to Miami for one day, flew right back here, slept all day because I was tired and jet lagged. Woke up, worked out, came here, sat here for 6 hours, streamed for an hour and a half. He was here, he leaves. Someone's gotta, I'm not gonna say who, someone's gotta call him and convince him to come back. He comes, listens to two songs, says 2 things, and leaves.
So Aiden goes on to also mention about how he flew there on a private jet that he paid for with his own money, but it was also chartered so that Carti could leave and use his jet. But Aiden said, no, that's not happening. I paid for that jet. He's not going to go on board that jet. As a way of getting back at him because he was mad, and deservedly so. But I don't think Carti is going to have any trouble finding a flight out of there when he walked out with $2 million in cash. But there was another snippet where he was talking to 21 Savage, because 21 Savage called Aiden, Soulja Boy called him, and a bunch of people were calling Adinross to check on him because they were watching the live stream. And he mentions to 21 Savage that he didn't actually give him the full 2 mil. But whatever money was in that bag is more money than he knows what to do with besides throw it away. You know, I started to feel for him when he was talking about his family stuff. And I feel like Aiden probably is a good guy in some facets. But then you start to think about other things, and I don't know Aiden personally. He just got scammed. And from what I've heard before, he mentioned on his stream that he scammed his own fans. So this could be a lesson for him. You learn more from the ones you lose than the ones you win. But it's a very odd scenario, and it's insane that they can just throw away this money like that. Like, it doesn't matter. Save that money. You know, Lil Dicky, save that money. Carti's friend with the Men in Black sunglasses needs to come back in there and just neuralize Aiden and make him forget about the whole thing. You know, after watching this, I'm starting to think, what if that wasn't the real Carti? Like, what if that was a fake Carti? Because they chose the location for them to meet, oddly enough. They chose for the warehouse to be dark, oddly enough. And then he's wearing a whole black outfit with a mask on. And there's no way to prove that that is or isn't him. I mean, there's no way we can confirm that. And if we start thinking about the heights, if Carti really is that tall and Aiden's that short, why were they so much closer together in height? I don't know. That's just a conspiracy. I mean, hell, even Carti was standing against the wall just reciting his lines that Carti probably told him to say. 2024, no music. I love you. I love you. I love you. He was starting to sound like Buddy the Elf.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
But if this teaches you anything, don't trust people you don't know, even if they are a celebrity. But yeah, this was just a weird, strange, awkward situation I wanted to talk about. And since I'm in the streaming realm, I figured why not? But either way, adios.